videos right here in this particular background, okay? But I have been shooting videos today, and so I thought I would go ahead and shoot this video right here in this particular setup. I wanted to basically come in and talk to you guys about a topic matter that not a lot of people like to talk about, okay, or deal with in particular, and that is the topic matter, okay, of credit. Right? And I do mean credit as in the really important thing that you need to be able to buy a house, get an apartment, even obtain a cell phone, or even a job for that matter. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up right now is because of the fact that, number one, honestly, every time I put out any kind of question answer type inquiry on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I ask you guys to ask me questions regarding the twins and family life and being a parent and a new twin mom and all of those things, I always get a lot of financial type questions, like how do you save money for those types of things? How do you prepare for the different moments in your life and milestones that are going to be coming down the pike as the twins get older? And I thought I would kind of touch on this particular topic matter in its own video because it's something that we all need to really pay attention to. It's also very, very important for many of you guys that are younger that may not be paying attention to this now, but you're going to really want to pay attention to this as you get older. And for those of us who really don't pay attention to that stuff at all, for real, but really should be at this point, this is for y'all too. Now, for me, this is something that is very real right now because, as you guys already know, your girl and your boy just recently had twins, right? Look, we've been in this house for many, many years, and we actually own our home. However, with the new additions to our family, our house is getting increasingly more crowded, and it's only going to get worse as the kids get older. They're going to start to walk. Well, look, let me let them crawl first. They're going to start to crawl, which is going to have them everywhere, and they're going to start to walk, and then they're going to have even more toys and even more things they're going to be using and that type of thing. Right now, they're sleeping in one room, but because they are boy and girl, I would like to have their own individual rooms for them to sleep in and kind of have their own personalities in and all that kind of stuff. Which means, as you guys already know, I've kind of been mentioning here on the vlog channel, buying a house, okay? And as you guys know, I've been in this house for a while. I own my own home, but I know now, because this is a very real thing that's going to hopefully happen within the next year or two, that we are going to need to look into buying a bigger house to accommodate our larger family, okay? That I really need to be paying attention more so now than ever to my credit, okay? And I know it's not an easy topic matter to discuss, but it's definitely something that all of you guys need to be paying attention to, and for those of you guys who really don't deal with that now, you will need to deal with it at some point in time, okay? So, I was actually approached by Credit Sesame to kind of give you guys an idea of an option that you guys can utilize to basically help with not only checking to see what your credit score is for free 99, but also for those of you guys who want to either build your credit or improve your credit or whatever the case may be, or just monitor your credit score and everything going on with your credit score. Credit Sesame offers those options for you, and like I said, you can obtain your free credit score. You see the free that I put in front of that? Your credit score for free, okay? Free 99, no gimmicks, okay? No trial periods. You don't have to enter a credit card to be able to obtain your credit score. Now, if you're not familiar with Credit Sesame, the link is at the top of the description box down below, okay? They're also available as an app as well, so you can download it on your phone or your iPad. What it is a credit monitoring service, and like I said, it allows you to be able to get a not only free credit score, but it also has so many other things that you can utilize to monitor your credit, monitor what's going on with your credit, right? In addition to the fact that you'll be able to check out your credit score to see where it's at right now for free, you will also, in addition to that, be able to get an analysis of what's affecting your credit score, which is very, very important. So for those of us out here who want to continue to improve their credit score, or even if your credit is where you want it to be, but you want to keep it that way, it will give you those opportunities or those options to be able to kind of see what it is that is impacting your credit score, whether it's you have more debt versus income, etc., etc., etc. They also have options that will help you better manage your credit. So they can connect you to companies that will help you with trying to rebuild your credit if you're looking to pay debtors back, okay? And different ways that you can improve your credit score. The other really cool feature that I love about Credit Sesame is the fact that you also get kind of a report card where you get graded based on your credit score, and it's graded like a report card, like in school, like A, B, C, D, or whatever. And it basically kind of gives you that to kind of tell you kind of where you fall all, right? And some other things that are available to you based on what your credit or where your credit is at. And the thing I love about that particular thing is that you actually can look at every single credit card available for whatever type of credit score you have and see some of the benefits of that credit card, whether it's you get travel miles or whatever the case may be based on if you have a higher credit score, to some that are really credit cards that are made to help build your credit. They might have a lower interest rate. They might have a way for the credit card to save you money in some way, shape, or form. But the cool thing about that is that they connect you to different types of credit card options that are available based on your credit score and where your credit is at. Another really cool thing about this site, and this is something that I most definitely am going to be continuing to use as I continue to monitor my credit over the next couple of years, is that it also gives you the option to see what your borrowing potential is. And the one thing that I want to know is specifically that, because I know that is something I'm very much going to have to pay attention to as we try to obtain a bigger house. I mean, maybe the house is going to stay around the same price where we bought our house at, but there's a good chance that that may not be the case and we might have to get something a little bit more expensive. But I want to know, am I going to be able to borrow a certain amount of money to be able to buy that bigger house? And Credit Sesame offers an opportunity for you guys to see what your borrowing potential and borrowing power is. They even offer free credit monitoring service, which is so vitally important to be able to keep track of what's going on with your credit. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. On some real, I was never really taught anything about credit growing up. My parents are both Haitian. They knew nothing about that coming here to the States. So growing up, I was never taught anything in that regard. So I actually had to learn the hard way, okay? And y'all, any of you guys that have been to school, college, more specifically, okay? The minute you go on any college campus, the minute you walk on campus and you're walking around, you will notice that within the first few minutes, you're gonna be accosted by 1, 2, 3, 4 different booths that are specific to having you sign up for a credit card. By the way, stay away from that stuff, okay? If you guys are not responsible enough to go ahead and get those paid down and you don't think you're gonna be able to keep up with monthly payments, stay away from those things, okay? Because literally those will get you, they are literally traps, okay? And here's what happens with most people who end up signing up for those things and don't know much about credit. Automatically, once you walk out of school, you graduate, walk down those steps, get your little diploma, and you're like, bye-bye, and it's time to go ahead and get out there and be on your own, maybe obtain an apartment. Nowadays, more specifically, jobs are requiring that your credit's up to snuff as well. So you could actually have put in a resume, gone on several interviews, and you think you're a perfect shoo-in for the job, and they do a credit check and see that you have ridiculously low credit or you have some dings on your credit that they're not too excited about, and that could cost you that job. That is how serious credit is. That's why a tool like Credit Sesame is so vitally important, because you can actually monitor what's going on with your credit. You can actually check for anything that you know you need to get rid of. There might be things on there that you don't even realize are affecting your credit score. It also kind of gives you an outlook and a perspective and a picture, a snapshot of what it is that is affecting your credit score. And like I said, this particular tool allows you to also find ways to improve upon those things. So they will connect you with companies that will help you pay down your debt and set up payment plans to pay down the debt that you owe. You can also look to see what it is specifically, what types of debt is impacting your score, in addition to the fact that it will also tell you what you need to get rid of to be able to increase your score, which is great. I know for me, this is something that I'm going to be closely monitoring over these next couple of years, because again, like I said, it is a very real thing that here in the next year, year and a half or so, I am going to need to possibly buy a bigger house and have a little bit more room for the kiddos. And so that is something very real. Checking our credit is going to be vitally important. And even for those of you guys, I cannot stress this enough, that are younger, that you guys may not feel, I live with my mom now, I live with my dad, or live with my parents now, or I'm not even on my own yet, I don't have to worry about this. You absolutely do, because believe me, nowadays, credit is checked for everything. Jobs, telephones, like cell phones. I mean, if you have a low credit score and they're not confident that they could actually give you your phone or sell you your phone, a lot of times they'll make you put down a deposit, okay? Just to be able to obtain a phone, like a cash deposit, just so they can ensure that you're giving them some reassurance that they're gonna get paid in some way, shape, or form to have that phone, okay? So it's very important for you guys to be paying attention to your credit score. I know I have been, and I will continue to do so, more so than ever now, because of what we plan to do here in the future. So I highly recommend, okay? Highly recommend that, one, you start paying attention to your credit score. Pay attention to it. It's one of the most most important numbers you will ever, besides your social, you will ever have to remember and continue to monitor, okay? And Credit Sesame is here to do that. So make sure you guys check out the link at the top of the description box. Check out Credit Sesame. Get your free credit score. Like I said, no gimmicks. You don't have to put a credit card in at all. It is literally free. There are so many other things on there as well that are free as well, that again are not gimmicks, just an opportunity for you to do better and to get better and to get better credit. Thanks so much to Credit Sesame for sponsoring this video and offering us the opportunity to continue to improve upon ourselves. Holler at me down below. Let me know if you guys have used Credit Sesame and if you guys have had some success. If you guys also have tips that you guys have for any of us that might be out there that want to try to improve on our credit, comment those things down below. It's always good to share that information amongst each other. And you guys already know what to do. Make sure to check out all my social media down below. And thumbs up this video if you love seeing these types of videos from your girl. And I will see y'all in tomorrow's vlog. Love y'all.